All right, so we should have audio now. I occasionally make a mistake with that cable, but then sometimes I also just where's the stream? I'm opening YouTube, I don't see it. All right, here we go. We've got a survey. Okay, good enough. What do we want to pin in the chat there? Remember to bookmark my Amazon shop. Let's see. Bookmark my Amazon shop. Hold on here. Come on, and we'll pin the comment. No. Pin. There we go. Hey, all right. So we got some viewers. Chat's working. Everything's fine. I believe, and I think we're ready. We're off to the races now. We're ready to roll. I'm gonna have to try to do a little bit of light modding, moderation. That is, if spam bots get to be much of an issue, it has kind of gotten in the way of past stream. But all right, let's go ahead and get rolling. We had 4 viewers for a second. Now we have 2. Let's just go anyway. Greetings, Legendary Badass here yet again. It's the stream that begs the question, why do this at your age? We're playing The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, the Switch 2 edition. First time playing. I said I might do a little bit off stream. A little bit of that kind of almost, it's not redundant busy work, but I have to travel across the map. I have to climb some towers. And I did a little bit of that. I discovered a couple of towers. They were problematic. Lots of guys shooting lightning bolts up Link's skirt. It was troublesome. Took me, just an hour and a half, while I was sitting down. You certainly aren't getting 2 hours of battery life with the Switch 2. Can vouch. Not playing this game. And I didn't have the screen crazy high brightness or anything like that. But yes, we are now in front of, I believe, the next divine spirit. I walked over to this out east over here, and yeah, we were actually it's getting kind of hard to recognize much of the map, but I hit a tower over this way and then had to climb across the back of the castle to kind of get to a tower here where a guy told me about birdmen, and he wanted to test my glide distance, and I kind of ended up about right here. I believe that circling above may very well be the next divine spirit right there. Nope. Wait, hold on. Edit pin. We don't, yeah. We'll delete the pin, but let's take a picture of him. Is that what I think it is? Okay, am I screwing this up? No, that's not the camera. Okay, here's the camera. I think that might be our next activity for the night. I think that's the divine... I was looking at what to do next, you know, just to... Trying not to expose myself to too much, but trying to understand where I should probably head next and what to do for the stream, what to title it. Let's see, can I pickpocket any of the people in here? Hey, I think, is this the guy? I think, so I did a little quest with this guy, would have pointed you towards the Great Fairy if I'd spoken to him. Sooner, I guess. Oh, you're the guy who found the Great Fairy Fountain. And he asked for me to take a picture and didn't give me anything for my trouble. Nothing. Funny running into you here. Are you traveling too? I've traveled all over the world, so I'm happy to tell you about new places if you want. If you have a picture to show me, Okay. We have Rockstar, we have Reese's Pieces. Not the picture I took, but pretty much what we're going for. Ah, these are the ancient columns. If you cross the Tabitha Great Bridge over there, there's a large cliff to the south. The ruins are atop that cliff. I recall that shrine you see on the right there too, so it's pretty certain that that's the place. Aw, look at the little one. Bunch of bugs all crawling over the place. Oh, that's Beetle. Yeah. Hey, whoa, you great, your customer. Since today's customer appreciation, I can't remember the voice I was doing for this guy. He looks like he has a bikini top thing going on. Why has he got a crop top? I want you to have this. Ancient arrow, an arrow created using ancient technology to be struck with one. To be struck with one is to be consigned to oblivion in an instant. It deals devastating damage, even against guardians. This even works on those guardian things. It's amazing. I hear it works best if you hit guardians in the eye with it. This old guy named Robbie gave it to me. To find him, go way north past Zor's domain, all the way to the Akala Ancient Tech Lab. I believe I went there, saw a flower. It was one of those chase the flower puzzles. Got to the second flower and then never saw a third one. Old Robbie makes a bunch of stuff. Weird weapons and clothes and stuff. I guess he's what you call a mad scientist, which is cool. Kind of cool, but also terrifying. Yeah. If you want strong weapons stuff, you should go see him. Anyway, back to business. What have you got? You got anything new? Oh, those 10 for 45? Electrical resistance, heat something, warm and fuzzy. Man, that's steep. I do need arrows bad, but come on. I'm gonna break some stuff and see if... Oh, also, I mean, as you last seen, we had the trousers, but... Oh, ooh, ooh. Stupid bug. Ooh. And I am now doing pretty well with the bows. I have trouble getting the bow out without causing too much trouble. Here, we'll put this one down. I wish I had a way to do that. Maybe I'm missing something, but the bow I can't really seem to discard the way I would hope. This might be a better bow. Is it? 14? Hardly, but hey, bow's a bow, right? Spicy peppers, cool. We have... Anyone seen anything around here that looks like arrows? I did do a little bit of cooking. All right, so cooked a dish. Hell, let's just throw 3 of these together. I had to eat something while I was climbing one of the towers because I was taking too much damage and losing my grip trying to avoid it. All right, now is that the direction we're going? Sure is. Now that's a good picture, isn't it? Why isn't it identifying it? It clearly is under the bad spell because it's red. Also, I've plugged in more of my lights. I only have one light I really can't plug in. So it's only the one that makes the blue for the backdrop. I mean, I should honestly make that blue because I think it's the color I've chosen is kind of messing with things. I think we can get our horsey. And by the way, Bond is full now. I mean, I've fed the thing all of 2 apples. It served me decently. It's not a bad horse. It's probably about as good as Epona was in Ocarina of Time, really. Is that not considered a road up here? All right, so I think we are headed towards the bird people who can fly, as this guy on the tower told me. Oh shoot, we may need to be careful. Tamatha Great Bridge. Are those the columns up ahead, maybe on the left? I can't tell if it's ahead or slightly on the left there. Ah, kids, there was a time where Link getting on a horse was, Mom, Dad, Grandma, you gotta come see this shit. This is crazy. We may have ourselves a problem here with this guy. That was one of those guys that took me out. So we're gonna head to the left real quick. Hopefully before he spots us. You hit my horse. What the shit? Calm it. Here, you want a jelly chew? I don't know if it'll eat a jelly chew, honestly. I mean, it'd be kind of nice for revenge's sake. No? Jones Plays. Hi, how's it going? We just started. I've only, you ain't missing much. I'm headed to the second Divine Beast. Some kind of flying bird, mecha bird. Oh boy. That's a ways up. I'm doing good. How are you doing, Jones? Oh no, I don't know if that... Maybe if we climb slow we can do this. Also, it's getting a little frigid. A little cold. Link, I don't like this. He may have it in him. At least it's not raining, right? Rain knock him right off. Xbox is indeed in big trouble, Eric. I haven't caught the latest news. I saw some talk. Looks like they're shutting down some studios. People at Rare being let go. Oh boy, he barely made that. Actually, he kind of didn't. Shoot. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I have been telling people for quite a while, Eric. You know it. You damn well know it. That Xbox is shutting stuff down. That they were on the way out. I have been telling people. All signs point to that. I mean, you even had their like what vice president whatever just the other week saying, yeah, we've hey, I'm here to announce we're doing a lot of this other stuff. Oh, and also working on the next Xbox. That is not the way you announce you're working on the next Xbox. By talking about cloud and other garbage. Not the way. All right, so I think we have an ancient memory here. Eric, feel free to light up the chat and tell them why and all that stuff. Eric, do I need to make you a mod? We need mods around here, don't we? Silver rupee for all that trouble. Meteor rod, a magical rod that can cast 3 fireballs at once. Crafted by an ancient magician, it will break upon running out of magical energy. So make it last. Oh no. Is that something under me? 1500 health? Good grief. Ooh. I'm sorry to have to do this to you, Boomerang. I'm already too far away for the horsey. 9,000 fired. Layoffs. There was a lot of people leaving Rare. That looks like they've shut down Perfect Dark. Yeah. And look, I wasn't even wild about the last actual Perfect Dark. I think it might have even gotten a bit of a remaster. Maybe I'll have to give that a look. But the new one they had coming, people were actually excited for that. And then they pulled this shit, right? Okay, so I believe before we get there, we're gonna have to do this little number. By the way, I was playing handheld when I was doing this off stream. And it was weird. One, it is hard to push the plus and minus signs on the handheld because it's like the analog stick's in the way. So every time I wanted to look at the map, he would like change the direction. I'd be like, "Is that the thing I'm looking at?" Pull up the map, and it would be something like this, huh? And it's like, wait a minute. Yeah, at this point, no Gears update. What? Okay. What are the odds Gears of War gets a timed exclusive aspect to the PlayStation 5 or 6, right? What are the odds? PlayStation would love that just because that is like a dagger, right? All meanwhile trying to promote a handheld. Look, allegedly, what, $2 trillion company or something, Microsoft, allegedly, I'm going to say. And they have to go halvesies with Asus to make a handheld. And you're telling me Xbox isn't in trouble. All the while, no, Xbox isn't in trouble. You know, next we're working on the next. Well, hey, we got this really fun stuff we're doing with the cloud and you know, expanding our portfolio and putting it on the PlayStation. Oh, also we're working on the next Xbox. Oh, we had to go halvesies. If you're at the top, you don't go halvesies. I went all the way up here for nothing because that right there, boys, is a ferry, and it's gonna make some rude sounds that probably have the game rated T for teen. I probably don't have the rupees to do this. Boy, sweet boy, please listen to my story. I am the great fairy Kaiser, and this place was once a beautiful spring, but as time passed, fewer and fewer travelers arrived to offer me rupees, sailor. As a result, my power has abandoned me. I'm nearly powerless now, so I beg your help. I need rupees to become whole again. Holy no, I do not. Once my power has been restored, I can help you do great things, boy. Ooh. Yeah, sorry, I'm pretty well short. Yeah. That is truly tragic. Oh. You know what? We're gonna have to snag some of these bad boys because I have lost some of my fairy power. What was the point of buying Bethesda if you don't put crap out that is exclusive? They're playing a different game, Eric. They're not looking at okay, Xbox is not the company, it's the brand, okay? That's their problem. They're not Nintendo. They're not the game company. They're a software company. They want to buy up the IPs, but they didn't sell. I need these guys to be low enough to the ground to snag them. But they didn't sell enough Xboxes to make any money. So what do? Come back. And it disappeared. Awesome. So now they're like, okay, hey, Nintendo, PlayStation, you guys want some of this stuff? You guys, you want some Bethesda? No problem. Like we can work that out. That's honestly what they've done. Luminous stone. There was something that required me to get a bunch of luminous stone, and I might have just done it. Might just have gotten enough of it. Microsoft is doing what Atari did in the 90s. Gave up console to port to arcade. Certainly not doing the arcade thing. It's not going to be quite that parallel. But yeah, they're looking for an out. And I have told people, well before anybody, you cannot find anybody on this platform saying this before me. They're looking for an out. They're trying to get out of the console race. And the way you do it is you say everything's an Xbox. That way we won. Everything's an Xbox, guys. We have the most units. Everything's an Xbox. Oh, we're not okay. So we're not making an Xbox, but everything's an Xbox. Okay, bye. We won. They will phrase it in a way that makes it they can spin it to make it sound to themselves that they won the race. Raw Potato, welcome. Microsoft has never known what to do with the gaming market. Dude, Microsoft, they have people working at Microsoft that have so much more vision than Microsoft. Like, okay, so you're telling me they bought Bungie, and Bungie's like, hey, so in this game you have an AI assistant. Her name's Cortana. Light years before Siri, right? Cortana could have been the de facto AI assistant in everything we do. But they were like, no. Let's go do some other shit. Forget that. Okay, and then when we finally do it, oh, well, you know what? We're just behind everybody else. It's not really worth doing, so... Yeah, everybody, you just go use Google. Just use the Hey Google, even though it sucks. And Cortana has a sexy voice, so forget it. And that's kind of their attitude, isn't it? Like, where am I telling lies, guys? Where am I telling lies here? All right, we want to get to that tower for sure. Looks like that mountain over that way, that might be where we're going to try to meet up with this bad boy. Spencer came out and did corporate speak. Basically say they need to create overhead. Yo, geez. They're in such a world of shit. They got over leveraged on buying up IPs that frankly didn't make games. I have told people Bethesda makes one game. Okay, like they make one game and change the setting, and then everybody loses their shit. And it's kind of like, what's the point here, guys? Like you've played a Bethesda game, you've played all the Bethesda games. Trying to figure what's the best way up this guy. These have not just been simple climb the tower. I mean, it's been more work than that, getting up these towers. I literally only know one Xbox exclusive, and that's Halo. When people will signal the death of Xbox is official when Halo goes multi-plat. That will be the final straw. They, honestly, remember Halo Nightfall? What was that? Like 2007, 8, something, 9, 10, maybe. I don't. They could have had a Halo exclusive series for a streaming platform. They could have been off to the races with a streaming platform tied to Xbox Live. And instead, they said, no, just abandon that. Oh, hey, I see you guys are making streaming platforms over there. Like, that's just the way Xbox does shit. They have a handful of people on their team who have the vision, and then the higher-ups just say, forget about it. Imagine if having Xbox Live gave you access to the Xbox streaming platform. Wouldn't that be the way to do a streaming platform? Oh, man, I don't know what the best way to do this is. I don't think I have the stamina. Honestly, I should have cooked more things that would have given me stamina. That gives you a little bit of wheel. That's, at the very least, nothing's trying to kill me right now. Hey, Matt. Yep, I'm a noob here, but I'm piecing the game together. That's for sure. All right, so there's nothing to grab onto until you get way up there. On the left, there might be something. It looks like those are like corrupted platforms. I think I can jump over to this side. It's hard to tell if Infinite sold well or not. That's one of the games that people would have paid money for, but you already made Game Pass Ultimate. So people that play Infinite simply had Game Pass. So that's a hard to judge thing. And never go by those Steam numbers. Oh, Xbox isn't popular because on Steam no one's playing it. It's like, well, it's a console game. What do you think was going to happen here? Halo is not popular. People aren't streaming it. That's why it needs a Battle Royale mode. If you don't have Battle Royale, people don't stream. Am I scaring off everybody with my saucy Xbox negativity here? You're watching a guy who is coming over to Nintendo from Xbox. Long was I with Xbox. Okay, maybe if I take this guy's eyeball. Is that what the game wants me to do here? Oh, what a shot. What a shot, boys. Oh, yes. Yes, baby. Believe that calls for some celebration. Oof. Please be able to get up that. This really sucks. 360 was glorious days. But if so long ago, this war is over. If it's one of these things where it's like the war's over and no one told Xbox. You know, it's one of these things where it's like you won't know the war's over until years later, right? And it was a winnable war. And their big mistake was not having exclusives last gen. Giving people like no reason in hell to actually have an Xbox. But your reason became, well, with Game Pass, it's a pretty effective way to play these games. So yes, you saved money having an Xbox, but then you'd see like Kratos and Spider-Man doing shit over there, and you're like, oh man, why didn't we get that? And that's part of what brought me to Nintendo. I went from no exclusives to basically exclusives, and that's, you know, that's a big part of it. Can you share your broadcasting schedule with me on Discord? I enjoy your recently, but I couldn't find your schedule on your channel. Yeah, hold on. Jack over on Twitch. It's hard. Look, I'm old and I can't figure out how to navigate Twitch. Everything is an icon. It's really hard for me to put together. Oh shit, is he freezing up here? We're doing a stream each night, 7:30 Central, until I finish this. The goal is to knock out these divine beasts and then finish the game either Saturday or Sunday night. With that said, we will be doing Yakuza 0 Director's Cut because I got a huge tip to pick that up. And then next will be Donkey Kong Bonanza. But there's going to be a little bit of time between. There isn't a hard schedule. Usually I do uploads and streams are usually just YouTube and on Fridays. That's why the banner on my YouTube says like Friday at 8. But yes, I'm not really a streamer. I suppose but at the same time, I'm falling way behind on making movie reviews, game reviews, and opining on other subjects. So if you have any questions about whatever, it could be game-based or something else, we can cover it in the chat here. But yeah, thanks for asking, Jack. I have Discord. Hold on, I'll send you a friend request or something here. I got into Discord because some people made a Discord for me to help guide me through Hollow Knight, and then they changed it to Hollow Knight Silk Song Waiting Room, and then I think they abandoned it as we got more Silk Song news. I don't know. Lord Vader is here. Greetings from Germany. Awesome. I have family still alive in Germany. I have a friend, a good friend who lives in Frankfurt. She calls herself the world's first boobless swimsuit model in Sports Illustrated. Because she had this preventive double mastectomy thing. Most of Xbox exclusives are just action shooters. Not entirely true. Yeah, at this point, most everybody's exclusives outside of Nintendo feel that way, right? But They had driving games. They were possibly winning the war against Gran Turismo. And then they kind of yeeted themselves out of that. I got to get down from here, but I got to know where to go. Let's have our spicy. Okay, so let's see. That's a temple. That'll give me a fast travel spot. I think I'm looking dead ahead at where I need to be going. So here comes the jump. Frankfurt is a very interesting city. Nothing beats the legendary train station there. I'll have to ask Alan, that's her name, about it. She's a dead ringer for Elsa from. She's American, but she's a ringer for Elsa, Allison Duty from The Last Crusade, right? Oh, look at you. You thought you were cool, huh? So I've learned how to deal with these guys also. And it's a lot of murder them up before they recompile, right? I think we're there, man. I think that's our village. And there's a horse stop station, whatever. We've done it. Now I'm sure before this thing lets me go after the divine beast, it'll be like, but there is a quest you need to do first. Like how I needed to get arrows from the Lionel. I would really like to visit these Islamic countries like Germany. Is it full of Islam now? Isn't that very much like France, particularly London? London, it probably doesn't look all that white at this point, right? It's probably Paris. Paris is probably pretty bad. For Paris and London, but I don't know if Frankfurt's going to give you that kind of an issue. I don't know. All right, fine. We'll get rid of you. Ah, it's the same. Oh, almost made me some impromptu firewood. What is your opinion? Oh, I'm really liking this game. I put this game off, in part, I didn't think the Switch seemed powerful enough. Like, people were saying, like, what's with all the pop-in? You know, like, even the Switch version doesn't run that smooth. Then Tears of the Kingdom comes out, and it's like, hey, why is this running at like 15 frames per second? You know, things like that happen. And that kind of justified me in holding out on the Switch. It wasn't that I had something against Nintendo. I mean, one, they weren't going to get the good version of stuff. I was seeing things that was not appealing. Their version of like Mortal Kombat 1, I think, on the Switch is an atrocity. But now it's like, okay, the Switch 2 says the Switch is now powerful enough. Vaughn can get in. And I think a lot of other people look at it that way. And it's like, okay, you know, if you're new to the Switch ecosystem, the Switch 2 is a good place to get in. What do we got here? Another song. I don't think we want to hear that, so I'm not going to subject you. These are good locations. I need curry rice. Hey, I can do that. The nights sure are cold, spicy. I need that burny tingling. I need curry rice. Now I have Hawaiian rice on hand, which I need to make curry rice, but a fresh Goron spice. Oh, I'm out of that. I can't just run off and leave the stable. If you happen to get your hands on some Goron. Yeah, okay, sure thing. We're picking up a side quest, aren't we? I'm very impressed with this game. The one thing that is irking me is breaking. A lot of the durability of weapons in games is never close to realistic. If there is item breaks in games, it is always way too sudden, too soon for compared to reality, right? But one thing I am taking into account is you don't have XP. Like you do the stuff rather than monotonous level grind, right? Yeah, let's see what he's got. He's not gonna give me any better deal or anything. Cook it with monster parts. See, that makes me wonder, like, what are the monster parts that allow you to cook this stuff without it turning into a censored goo? A guy last stream said there was somebody at some of these that'll like give you stuff or just give you money. Oh, you're coming in pretty late. Do you need a bed? No. I see. Goodbye. I have unfortunately ditched the look I wanted to have for Link because this armor just has so much more value. I can't get the star material to make it the cap and the hero tunic or even the hero's pants. I can't get them leveled up to anywhere close. What I've done early with other things. I wish these were fast travel points. The fast travel is a little troublesome. Tears of the Kingdom durability is more bearable because fused weapons get like 20 more uses. See, that was the game where I heard about the items breaking, so I thought, okay, well, maybe that's why people prefer Breath of the Wild, because stuff doesn't break. And then it turns out that honestly, they break in both games. And everybody's telling me in the chat that they prefer Breath of the Wild, or Tears of the Kingdom. They say it's like Breath of the Wild, but more. Honestly, I could probably get the horse out. If anything, that means the horse will be nearby, right? Until I go up a cliff. There is a hidden XP that you have and enemies will scale to match. It's a balancing mech to ensure whenever you go in the map, the enemies remain balanced. Yet I've been one-tapped on more than one occasion. Put Ben down for agreeing that Tears of the Kingdom's better. That is not on the itinerary. There is a lot of gaming coming. We've got DK. We've got possibly Metal Gear Delta, Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater Delta. Certainly going to do Shinobi Arts of Vengeance. Hoping to get a press copy for that. A review code. We'll see. Don't hold your breath. They're French. But separate, yeah, whistles. Okay, we know. Okay, yeah. Oh, come on. Can Link get a better whistle so that he can call his horse from further away? That might be useful. Just a pot lid. Man, the other camp had swords. Does anyone hear a whole new world? Tears of the Kingdom is my favorite, but I still always recommend folks start with Breath of the Wild, that the original. Tears of the Kingdom makes some changes for better and worse. Speedrunners and glitch hunters like Breath of the Wild more. I heard that this was like, oh, come on, what are we doing? That this was like truly open world, that you are not placed in, you have to go over here. And I'm learning that with a lot of stuff in this game, how it like dealing with the Lionel. I snuck past him after I realized it's not you have to do this boss encounter. the have to do this boss encounter, like, are few and far between, it seems. Can I go, please? I don't want to talk to these freaky bird people if I don't have to. Okay, guys, I've been doing impressions for the Dinsians of the areas. Now, Nick Offerman's Ron Swanson, that will be the voice of all Gorons, okay? We haven't gotten to the Gorons yet. So, who is the king of this place, and what am I going to voice him as? That's what I want to know. What do you guys got in mind? Last stream, we had Stephen A. Smith. Does he not want to go up here? What the shit? He couldn't proceed because the game was forcing me to have an introduction to the area. Stephen A. Smith was the king of the fish people. I'll get your questions in a second, guys. Or you read your chats. Konami's playing it really safe because they just announced their third remake. Kind of following in the footsteps of Capcom with the remake stuff. If nobody's remakes were hits, we can move on with franchises, right? The Rito kids are so adorable. I've sunk 275 hours here with him. Just about 90 or so in Breath of the Wild. Oh, wow. Yeah, I know there's something about building in that game that kind of brings a thing to it. Taba, and he's like Midwestern in my head. So the leader here's name's Taba. Are you a traveler? I'd like to show you around, but now's not really a good time. This is Rito Village, but well, you could say we're not in a welcoming mood. Talk to the folks in the village to hear all about it. Any other questions? Can't talk now. Teba. Teba, he's like one of the guys in the spaghetti westerns. Okay, I might have something for that. I mean, you could have said Arnold Schwarzenegger, that would have been feasible. Oh, I need to mark these guys on the map, right? Because these are things that are going to power me up. But I've been negligent. Okay, so what do we call that? Heart. I guess star's good enough. The Capcom do release. They do. Konami doesn't really release games. That's also their thing. So this is an inn. Well, let's go cut the chit chat and go see the big guy. Teba. Oh, looks like you got butter. Tabantha wheat. Stews, bread. I don't have a lot of dough on me, buddy. 1 for 20. So that's 10 for 40. It's cheaper than Beetle. Any chance I can pick up some arrows? This guy's got a quest for me. Maybe that's for Birdman armor. Morning, morning. Whoa, I just realized that you're Halayan. You just wandering around Hyrule trying to find yourself? Well, aren't you Halayan? Well, I mean, you're not a bird guy. I'm here on my honeymoon, but this town is seriously a hole. In Gerudo, town, they've got jewelry to buy. Zora's domain is always a hoot with all the weird spiritual fish people. But here, I just want to go home already. Give me a break already. I can't believe my husband brought me here for a honeymoon. You had a red talk to me for a quest symbol. He's already apologized, but if he doesn't want a divorce, I told him he'd better bring me a baked apple. Okay, why not, guys? There's probably a place to cook something real close. Warm garb here. Show quill headdress, cold resistance. Oh man, we kind of need something like that. Little pricey. One time I ate deep fried whole chicken in Tears of the Kingdom in front of Teba, and he looked at me disapprovingly. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I noticed pretty quick that the way this game makes you play the game, you hold items and then you cook them, right? Like you don't just walk up to a damn menu that then tells you what to do. So these are the kids, huh? Sniff. Here we go. We can make an apple. That's all they wanted was an apple. I have done a memory and I don't understand it all entirely, but I went to the gate in front of the castle or somewhere nearby and stood on the memory. There was a cutscene with voice acting, and where did she go down here? Where is she at? Did she go up? At any rate, I went back and talked to Impa. She was like, okay, now I'm going to give you, I think the champion armor or tunic, or like, I got something out of it. Something good happened. Where'd that gal go? Baked apple. Is an apple near a fire? That's what I did, right? Put the apple in and you shake it all about. It actually, no, it gave me a simmered fruit. Do them in order is possible. They tell a great story. Yeah, so there was like full-on cutscene and it kind of introduced... It might have actually been out of sequence, honestly, because there were some other champions there. There was like a Goron champion, the Zora's champion gal. Wait, the kids are waking up. On my way, dee-dum-dee, to practice my singing. They actually have a schedule and they wake up? They weren't just going to keep sleeping there like an Xbox game? If I stand near the fire, oh shoot. Will that bake the apple? Dermot's here. Oh, I just realized, yeah. Really like how they use Wind Maker music for this area. Wind Waker. I played like 30 minutes of Wind Waker the other day. Just to give a little shot there. Memories are so fun because you're photo detective and you use geographical features and photos to determine memory locations. It was a blast. I was disappointed when I'd got them all. Oh, you have no idea. The kids have an adorable side quest. Maybe it's got to be an open fire and not simply a, what I'm doing there. However, place is a little frigid. Baked apple is beside fire, but out of pot. Okay, I got you. Oh, we're getting some spammy stuff here. Kind of wondering if me hitting that took it off the YouTube spammy thing. Oh, a birdie. Don't jump. You're too young. I want my story to tell it. I want me to tell you a story? Sure, I love stories. Awesome, me too. Once upon a time, my grandpa stopped at a big tree while he was climbing a big mountain and looked below him to the northwest. Then suddenly he saw a huge snow white birdie with its wings spread wide. My grandpa took off flying after the snow white birdie, and as he got a little closer to the white birdie, Grandpa saw something super important inside its belly. The birdie had swallowed. Well, what was it? I always get sleepy around that part of the story, so I don't remember. Oh, I know. Where the big tree is, though, it's over there. You'll see it. Oh, wow. Grandpa said he saw the snow white birdie from that tree. Now, what did Snow White birdie swallow? I can't hear the story from Grandpa anymore. Oh no, that's a really sad way to tell me your grandpa died. Hey Link, you want to hear a story? My grandpa's dead. All right, bye. I'm gonna try to mark this without me moving my gyro-controlled thing. It's a. Are you going to buy Legend of Donkey Kong Breath of the Odyssey? Yes. I got a massive tip couple nights ago, so I'm going to pick up Yakuza 0 for a stream, Donkey Kong, and the matching DK and Pauline amiibo, so that we can have some really inappropriately dressed teenage girl action. I think that regarding the story for Donkey Kong Bonanza, I don't know if they're going to make any attempt at all to make sense out of chronological sequences. Why does Donkey Kong kidnap her as an adult in 81? You know, things like that. I don't think that they're even going to try. I think what they're going to do is... Oh, am I not supposed to smash this? Why is this one looking sad? They say it's too dangerous to go outside of the village right now, but all I want to do is go sing with my sisters at Wobbler's Nest. That divine beast Vah Medoh is a big jerk. That's the thing flying above, right? Yeah, watch your language. You can't say jerk around here. This is rated for everyone. It's a shrine from the story. You're saying that there's a shrine on where the tree is? Where is loot to loot? I'm a thief over here. I'm a little concerned about the cold, how that may affect Link. And oh shoot. Hey, so regarding that apple, I'm gonna have to make an open flame, aren't I? They confirmed in an interview that they do not care in the slightest about the lore in the Mario universe other than just the game's own story. I thought they might actually go that approach to be like, it's just simpler than trying trying to half-ass some story together, right? Is there a king here? What am I missing? This looks like a heliport. Maybe you're the big bad? Maybe they expect me to climb some of these chains to get to the top. I hope not. I really like DK and Pauline as a duo. I think that the plan is to kind of like usher in teenage Mario. You know, like we've done Baby Mario, and then once you get Baby Mario and Baby Luigi, you just kind of like everybody gets to be a baby. We're going, Switch 2 generation is going to have everybody's a teenager. Mark my words, guys. Flight range on your map. Circle. What's this guy? Canel. Oh, a visitor. Welcome to... Oh, it's just a little white boy with a green cap. Oh, that object on your hip. Could it be the iPhone 17 Max? Forgive me. Where are my manners? I'm Kanali, elder of the Rito Village. Now then, is that not a Sheikah slate dangled from your hip? That's right, the last one. Oh my, so it is true. Talk to old guy. Okay, I think I'm doing that. That means you must be a champion, like Master Rivali, one of the few able to board Divine Beast Vah Medoh. Okay, Master Rivali. That's who we're gonna have to do this with. No, what am I thinking? The champions have all been dead for 100 years. This boy must be a mere descendant, an inheritor of the Sheikah slate. Oh, forgive me. Champion descendant, if you would listen to this man's request, you would have my eternal gratitude. Can next stream be focused on memories? Ben, I'm not sure. I had a really hard time finding any of those for now because I hadn't explored much of the map, so it's not like anything stood out. I mean, it was as foreign to me as it was for Comatose Link. But we're trying to get through the game. I think we could do something like that, but and then try to wrap the game up on a Sunday instead of Saturday. That we could maybe make that happen. I think it'd make great content. So the next stream would be called Link's Memories. A link to the memory. We got to come up with a name for the stream. Because I was going to just try to knock out the Divine Beast. Alright, Champion Descendant, request. Okay, sure, thank you, truly. Now that I know you have the blood of a champion, there is something I must ask of you. It's just easier to tell him I'm a descendant, sure. How shall I put this? I would like you to deal with Divine Beast Vah Medoh. Vah Medoh. The giant beast circling above. Only a chosen one, a champion, can stop a divine beast. You must enter the beast and bend it to your will. I tried explaining this to the more headstrong Rito warriors, but they wouldn't listen to reason. Teba and Hearth tried to confront Medoh, but it did not go well, and Hearth was injured. Oh no. Teba escaped unscathed, but I hear he now plans to face Medoh alone. Medoh. As a descendant of the champions, perhaps you can help us. Please find Teba. If you work together, you may be able to stop the divine beast Vah Medoh. There's a lot more like artificial barriers in typical Xbox fare. I mean, oh look, just comparing this to the relatively considerably newer Avowed, where you just go places, right? And they're empty as hell in between, and then there's not a lot to do in the cities, and it doesn't even feel like the people are doing anything. They're just standing around. And you just kind of end up like that, right? The Traveler. Saki, forgive my intrusion, but I've heard you were speaking with the Elder. And the game just comes up with artificial barriers for you just can't go over there yet. Like, not the case here. Sounds like you intend to help my husband, Teba, in the fight against Medoh. But to tell the truth, there is not much I can do for you right now, beyond telling you where my husband went. That's perfect. Well, my husband headed to a place called the Flight Range. It's in the Dronix Pass in the base of the Heba Mountains. It's a place where Rito warriors prepare for aerial combat. I imagine he's gone there to gather weapons for another run at Medoh. As it happens, he made his way to the Flight Range on foot this time. Maybe I can disembark from there and glide. If you take off from Rivali's landing, it's a straight shot down to the flight range. Rivali's landing is a memorial for the Rito champion, Rivali. So named in the hope that none might forget the events of that horrible day. Title of vid, Medoh. Oh, you're saying a 100-year-old man with amnesia finds his memories of his youth. Breath of the Wild Part 6 at the end there. I don't know. So we have done, I'll show you the album so you can see what we've done. But there's one memory. I think we may be experiencing memory right here. If it's blue, it's on my side, right? So this is a flashback.
Impressive, I know. Very few can achieve a mastery of the sky.
This must be Teba.
I've made an art of creating an updraft that allows me to soar.
He sounds like an anime.
Quite a masterpiece of aerial techniques, even among the Rito. With proper utilization of my superior skills, I see no
a modern
reason why I
anime
couldn't
that
easily
streams on
dispense with
Netflix.
Ganon. Now then, my ability to explore the firmament is certainly of note. But let's not, pardon me for being so blunt, let's not forget the fact that I am the most skilled archer of all the Rito. Yet despite these truths, it seems that I've been tapped to merely assist you. All because you happen to have that little darkness.
Rivali's the dead bird, the champion.
I mean, it's just asinine. Unless you think you can prove me wrong? Maybe
He sounds like he does a voice in
one-on-one.
Beastars.
But where? Oh, I know. How about up there?
Like the deer from Beastars.
Oh, you must pardon me. I forgot you have no way of making it up to that divine beast on your own.
I forgot you can't fly. Yeah, sure. This guy's a bit cocky.
Good luck sealing the darkness.
Yeah, something very anime about that. Ravioli. There was a race cut from this game called the Minish, and they are a race of really... There is a Game Boy Color game, the Minish Cup, right? Something kind of sounds familiar. I think there was also a Game Boy that had like different colored links, and you could like you could system link it. There was some aspect about that. Descendant, are you all right? My apologies. I fear I have said far too much. I don't understand what's going on. Was that a vision? Because if it was, he's wearing the garb he's wearing now. Minish cap. Oh, Minish cup sounds like a Mario Kart race. My apologies. I fear I may have said too much. Is there anything you do not understand? Please do not hesitate to ask. Did Link possibly just have a vision of the future? Stand over here and this guy's going to jump out and be cocky? Zelda Minish Cap. 4 swords, that's it. The training grounds. There's the horse. They said straight below. Or is it far out in a jump? Let me show you my album. And okay, so we got a cutscene for the first memory, I guess. Is that the sequence? The first one? It says delete. But I wonder if you could actually view that instead. You don't have a way to view all of your stuff. This I might have been by. That came up, you know, we talked to that traveler. So much of this is pretty foreign. All memories are from before Link went to the shrine. Yeah. I think we're a little ways off on me figuring out where some of this is, but I have expanded the map a decent amount. Um, search the flight range for Teba. They said it was straight below. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Straight down? Do I jump just straight down? Can I see your map? I mean, that's about as much map as you can see, honestly. I have some towers. Obviously, you can see I had a lot of trouble with Azora because I couldn't locate a tower. So that was a little troublesome. Just traveling without the map. Link recalled a memory of 100 years ago when Rivali taunted him. Fun fact, you can actually make it up that divine beast on your own, but the devs didn't anticipate it, so the players just clips through the divine beast. So that was not Teba taunting me. Nice. Maybe that's the flight path over there. Let's jump over that way. I mean, they have a bridge over there for some reason. Memory 2 is upon top right, Great Plateau. I've picked up a few of these, and I need to desperately find that guy and give him these seeds for his maracas. Because honestly, I probably should be doing that before I engage this next boss. Tweehee! What's that? Top right of the Great Plateau. Alright, I can probably reach that. They said that it was straight down was where the flight thing was. Oh, it's you. Good, same thing. Teba, can you give me better directions? If you're looking for Teba, he's not in the village. I bet Ganesa knows where Teba is, probably patrolling the bridges. Yeah, raw potato, we know. You think of it's not just a seed. Picked up 1900. How about you? Picked up 1900 what? Yellow dot on the map is where he is. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of struggling with the quest indicator in some way because it's like sometimes it isn't all that clear to me that it's changed to the thing I need to do next, right? You haven't picked up 1900 Kuroko seeds, have you? That's insane, if true. Alright, I may have screwed this up. I probably should have jumped from high up. Let's see if we can do this. Maybe land right there. Link's gonna get cold, and this is gonna be bad. 900 in Breath of the Wild, 1000 in Tears of the Kingdom. It's probably not worth talking to him then. I probably don't have nearly enough seeds for him to grant me any abilities. Any more inventory space. Oh, I made a mistake there. We have a problem. Fire, need it now. Boy. Gives me a little bit. Okay. Oh no. What are we doing? Oh, he's on horseback. Now I use this on you, bad boy. Oh, drats, he got my weapon. Damn right I did. Boy, we could duck in there and maybe find something. Why am I taking damage if I have cold resistance? Oh, holy hell, no. Oh boy, that sucked. Is there a chance there could be a fire in here? And actually, once I leave, even if there was a fire, as soon as I leave, it's going to not let me have that stick on fire, right? So, oh, please no. I just got to get to these training grounds. I'll be okay. It's not enough cold resistance. Okay. It's only like level 1 or something, huh? Well, thank goodness ladder doesn't count towards this. Please have a fire. I need their armor for that, huh? Oh, wow. What do we got? We'll take. Or maybe I won't. That'll probably be okay for right now. Oh, shoot. We're... Add 1 to a meal. Add to a meal for nutty seasoning. I was told I needed a bunch of bananas for something. So far, the salt has ruined things. So trying to think here, what might taste good? Increase attack power. So if we put this here, maybe we increase some attack power. Hell, let's add some salt while we're at it. Mighty salt grilled meat. Could be worse. Simmered fruit. And we'll probably just eat that right now before we end up with... Or am I going to get... Here's the question. As soon as I talk to this guy, what's going to happen? Something where maybe I will get full health. The game will just say, here's your full health. All right, I'm just going to cook a few more apples because that's pretty easy. Can't screw that up. And then we'll talk to him. What time is it for you? It's getting late for me. It is 9 p.m. Central. Sorry. It's about as early as I can start is 7:30 because you got to get dinner out of the way.
Yeah.
Teba, Rito Warrior. But maybe, you know, just going around looking
I don't know
for
you,
those spots that
and I'm actually
maybe I can
pretty
knock
busy
those all
here.
out in one
You
stream.
should probably go.
We got voice acting. He didn't say much. Did you need something? I'm busy here. Can you help me? Help me. With what? Vah Medoh. It's 10 for you, so you're on the East Coast. Let me get this straight. Some random Hellion wants to help me bring down the divine beast Vah Medoh? I'm not buying it. What's your name, stranger? I'm Link. Yes, that Link. Link, huh? Well, Link, never heard of you. I'm Teba. But you already knew that, 'cause I'm a badass. I'm guessing the Elder asked you to come here and talk some sense into me. Am I right? That's right. Just like the Elder to trust any fool wandering into town. Look, you seem like an alright guy, but let's make one thing clear. I'm not going anywhere. As a Rito warrior, I can't rest until my people are safe. There's only one way I'm going back to Rito Village, and that is in a body bag. Once the divine beast Vah Medoh falls from the sky. If I have to kill Medoh, so be it. Only then will I return to the village. Alright, well then let's get started. Right, Link? Are you serious? Ha! Well, far be it from me to talk you off the ledge, but it's as the Elder said, the only way to stop divine beast Vah Medoh is to get inside it. Fat chance of that happening. There's no way we can set foot in Medoh. So not only are you wingless, you're brainless too. Let me fill you in. The only people able to enter the divine beast are the 5 champions of old. And unfortunately for us, and okay, so wait. When they told the old story, it said that Link was the knight and these other 4 were the champions. So he's the 5th champion, but he's a champion who didn't get a divine beast, maybe. Fortunately for us, the rest of Hyrule, they all died 100 years ago. If it hadn't been for Ganon. Oh, Ben, 10 o'clock? Yeah, it might be kind of rough getting all that stuff done within an hour and a half, you know, because the next stream will probably be at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, 8:30 p.m. your time. We could try to go for some of that. If I name the stream Memories, you know, Link's Memories, then we'll give it a shot. Okay? Because maybe that stuff will help me in my battle against Ganon, and I guess that would mean Sunday would be the big cap off. So, yeah. Thanks for coming by, Ben. Never mind. Let's focus on bringing down Medoh, one step at a time. If we approach Medoh recklessly, its cannons will blast us out of the sky before we even get close. So I'm going to need to test you before I take you with me. We Rito use the updraft in this ravine to hone our aerial archery skills. Yeah, well, it's freezing. I'm dead. I'm going to die. The updrafts are so strong here that a person could just open up a cloth over their head and float up easily. Perhaps I've messed up in, like, maybe Link should be like pretty damn rich at this point and be able to buy things. And I'm not going about the game in a way in which Link gets rich. So I will probably, after the stream, you know, wake up a little early, run some shrines to try to make Link a rich boy, that is. Strong your cloth over your head. Now let's see what you're capable of. You'll have to maneuver through the air and destroy 5 of the targets set up in this valley in 3 minutes. Holy hell, he's going to be dead from cold before that. Using a bow in midair is just like using a bow on the ground. But you'll probably want a bow suited for long-range engagement. Use your arrows to destroy 5 targets in 3 minutes. If you can't do that, you don't stand a chance against Medo. Hold on. Let's save. Actually, frankly, I'm probably going to be dead before I can get back to the village to try to pawn some items to buy the anti-cold stuff. Yeah, Link's probably about to die doing this. All right, let's give this a shot. Destroy 5 targets with arrows. I hope he has some kind of special... He's in a special situation here where cold isn't going to affect him. Nope, we're screwed. Oh, a little bit of talking.
That's it. On board. Perfect.
That's all I had to do? Alright, come back before I freeze to death. You're a skilled archer. It was as if time stopped every arrow you let fly. It felt that way to me too. Gotta tell you, Link, when you first showed up, I thought someone was pulling a prank on me. But after seeing you handle that bow, I can tell you're the real deal. You must have been seen a battle or two. Yeah, I'm freezing. I should have said a few, not hundreds. Okay, I believe it. Link, I feel I've heard that name somewhere before. Well, if you really want me to help bring down Medo, it's now or never. I'll get you into position so you can give its cannons all you've got. Inside that treasure chest is a bow I've modified. Take it. Let me know when you're ready. Okay, well, actually, frankly, I need to, I don't know what I'm going to do here. We're probably going to drop this bow. Did doing that? Yeah, I thought oh man, are there some more arrows, please? Shallow bowl, no good. I think I'm screwed. Falcon bow. A highly refined Rito made bow created by a master Rito craftsman. Rito warriors favorite for its superior rate of fire, which helps them excel even further at aerial combat. Shoot. Okay, it's time to face Divine Beast. Normal arrows won't do a dent in those cannons. You'll need to hit them with bomb arrows. These are a precious commodity, so don't expect me to do this again, but take these bomb arrows. We're in trouble. Link is going to freeze before this is all over. Also, it'll be cold up there. Please give me some proper stuff. You'll want to prepare a warm meal or bring warm clothes. Bring some warm clothes? Like... Okay, let's ask. Don't forget the bomb arrows. Okay. You'll need something to keep warm. If you haven't already, think about some warm clothes from the Rito Village, or cook something to keep yourself warm using that pot over there. Your call. Alright, hold on here. Like, obviously, Link cannot afford, nor can he get back here easily. Flight range. Look, if he traveled back to the village and did somehow buy something to keep warm, We're shooting fireworks outside. Sorry if it picks up. Trying to light our houses on fire, right? I don't think I can remotely afford. I don't have the spicy stuff either. Okay, well, we're going to make a save. We're actually going to go back to the village and see what we can pawn to make this happen. Oh, there's 3 kinds of horse gates. That's cool. Which one of you had the... Is it way down a little? That's the inn. I think I came to it after the inn. Food. Using dishes that will allow you to endure bitter cold. Definitely gonna have to consider it. Can we sell anything? Welcome to the Slippery Falcon. Legendary Rito General Store. I'm here to sell some goods, sure. 30 for what, 11 of those? That could be 300. Opal contains the power of water. Ruby, oh geez. Fetched at high prices. I may have to go in on this. Oh, I could say all of them. Okay, thanks very much. What else do we got? Could be 300. Sort inventory maybe by price. It says sort inventory. I don't know what good that's going to do me. Sorted material inventory. Oh, does it let me sell my clothes? I could pull one of these out, you know, with the amiibo. The gears could be expensive. Ancient stuff. Got plenty of these things. But you probably use them for material upgrades. I've used them, I think, with the fairies to get stuff. Luminous stone, we need that for a quest. Bobkin guts, no. The opal, we can maybe part with this. All right, come back soon. Let's see what we got over here. Cold resistance, Man, these prices. 1,000 for that? Give me a break. You have anything like budget? Nope. There was a flower I picked that sold for a pretty good price. I'm kind of getting me to think that I may need to go back and farm some stuff in that regard. I would pay a lot more for a fairy. Nothing weapons-wise? Damn. Well, 15 of those. That's now we're kind of talking. I may actually have to part with some of this. But, you know, I can probably get more of it back, right? Hopefully, if you have all 3 sets here, you don't get cold. 5. It's going to be 1150. Oh, jeez. We're looking... Things are going to be pretty expensive here. You wearing him now? That's 600. We can make 600 happen. Shoot. Did you just say my bad? All right, we're getting there. All right, that might come pretty close. No, he didn't put it on instantly, did he? Oh man, why was I thinking that was close? We're 475 short. I don't want to part with that. I kill enough of these guys, right? Like, I'll get more of this. Ready to rock now. Cold's got nothing on Link. Going on a shopping spree. I could close early. All, right? This guy came in. He ordered all the amazing clothes and then he shot me in the head. Okay, this is cold weather Link over here. I don't know what that hat's doing. He had a cap. I thought that could have helped. Oh, shouldn't have any trouble walking to this guy now, right? I mean, it would be kind of nice if we could get some arrows too, but we've got the bomb ones. Some other stuff I could throw if I have to. That's Lake Totori. Now, there was a guy last stream saying Lake Toto. Maybe this is what he meant. Let's get it, Link. Come on. It's really a feather. I kind of look like Mr. T with the feather, right? All right. It looks like it truly did protect him. He's not even cold. It truly worked. Now, maybe if I only had 1 or 2, he would take chip damage. But this actually worked. All right. We may actually be ready to rock here. Boost your stamina beyond its limit. Well, fine. Let's just cook a bunch of these. Link pities the fool. Ooh, extra stamina. Well beyond. Nice. I'm thinking how much more help am I going to need once I get inside, right? Is there anything to cooking a bunch of these guys? All right, we're doing this. Okay, it's time to face Divine Beast Vah Medoh. Like he would sit there and stutter, fumble over the name while telling you. The normal arrows won't put a dent in those cannons. You'll need to hit them with the bomb arrows. Don't forget the bomb arrows. Hey, remember, bomb arrows. Also, it'll be cold up there. Yep, I'm ready. All right, but let me ask you something. Why are you doing this? Why risk your life to bring down Medoh? To rescue Zelda, that's why. Zelda? I never heard of her. That's the name of the Princess Rivali served 100 years ago at the Hyrule Castle. I don't know what she has to do with Divine Beast Vah Medoh, but whatever. As long as you're helping me bring down Medoh, your motivation is fine by me. Then why ask if you didn't care what his motivation was? Just want to make sure we're on the same page. We're doing it for the same reasons. Oh, nope, can't take you. Then why ask, right? All right, get on. I don't usually let men fly on me, but for you, because you want to take down this Medoh for this Zelda broad, sure. Okay. All right, it's showtime. Not HBO. Man, even I feel like I'm going to freeze up here. There's Divine Beast Vah Medoh. It's got a force field. There's a barrier up again. What a pain. What's wrong, Link? Too scared to talk? Let's go over the plan. You see those cannons? I'll draw their fire. With me on your back. While I'm doing that, use your bomb arrows to destroy the cannons. Got it so far? If you need to withdraw for a bit, just spread your cloth and float straight up in the updraft for a while. I'll take that as a sign that we need to regroup. So you're gonna glide. Don't bother aiming for anything covered by Medoh's barrier. It's impenetrable, and whatever you do, don't get close enough to touch it. And finally, I know I've said this a few times already, but don't forget your cold protection. We pay top dollar for that cold protection. Okay, let's do this. Alright, now go blow up those cannons.
Here we go.
Oh, he's gonna talk.
Out of the way.
Oh no.
Be careful.
Did I get it? Pretty close. Alright, there's one.
Exit.
All right. So is he gonna pick me up or not?
You all right?
All right. Oh man, I didn't know what he was gonna do there, but I mean, are you okay? I'm good to go. Yeah. All right. Take a.
It's
Hold
on
on.
you.
Are we?
Out
Okay,
of the
that
way.
counted still. Okay, that's what I was hoping.
Watch out.
I'm just dropping when it looks like they're ready to light up.
Out of the way.
Nice.
Look out.
All right, and we have plenty of bomb arrows. It takes 2 apiece. There's what, 4 total, and we're set. Man, you keep falling. No, I'm good. Seriously.
Go for it.
All right, can you bring me to the other side?
Everything all right? Out of the way.
All right, we're almost there.
It's targeting us. One more. Look out.
Did he say 2 more? I thought there was 1 more. And it's on the complete opposite side. All right. No, I'm good. I'm good. Quit putting me on I need to prepare.
It's up to you.
We're gonna come over the top, huh?
Got it.
So I'm assuming each divine beast will have some warrior, prince, or whatever from the area that's going to need to work with Link in order to enter. Is that what we're shooting right there?
Out of the way.
I think we got it.
We did it.
Yes! Divine Beast Vah Medoh. With under 2 hours, we're inside. We're making more aligned progress than last stream, where I had to go off for hours to level up,
Well
it
done,
seemed.
Link. That
Hopefully
thing
that
is
doesn't
history.
happen here. Then again, I could hit some fairy up and see what we can do about that, but... Very neat. Uh-oh. Got a bad feeling. Is he gonna get shot?
It looks like I got hit pretty good back there. I think I need to get back to the flight range. I just hope that I can make it back. You head down to Meadow.
Oh man, it'd be something if he didn't.
Good luck.
Turns out he didn't make it back.
It's all you.
All right. I need a better glider, man. This is a weak sauce glider, isn't it? I was thinking no matter how quick I got through with that section, it could be freezing cold in this dungeon, especially if you're outside for any portion. So that's why I needed the actual garb. Travel gate registered.
Well now, I've seen that face before.
Oh, this is Teba talking.
I had a feeling you would show up eventually, but making me wait 100 years is a bit indulgent. You're here to wrest control of Meadow away from Ganon, correct? If so, then the first thing you'll want to do is find yourself a map. That guidance stone has the information for the layout of this.
Hold on,
divine
Marty, I'll get
beast.
to your comment in a sec
You
here.
get there.
Get to the guidance stone. All right, so Marty says, I'm gonna leave a comment. Can't watch while live, but would like to hear your opinion on what you think about the game. I got to 3 beasts and gave up. Don't play my Switch that much. I'm on my 2nd beast, Marty. I'm really enjoying this. So far, my experience with the Switch 2 has been pretty solid. It's, you know, probably rekindling my joy in gaming. Where Xbox was doing this again. Oh, now now we have a woke thing. Now we're forcing a narrative. Yep, the greedy bad guy. You know, I was getting a lot of that. But here it's different. I think I'm gonna need some arrows. Probably don't have enough arrows to do this. Well, I don't have enough basic arrows. Very much enjoying this. Now, you know, maybe I'll get to the third one and be like, I've had enough. I don't know. I was getting kicked in pretty hard when I got to Hyrule Castle, trying to sneak around there just to pick up some stuff. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, I waited on the Switch because it just didn't seem powerful enough to run the software. When you're hearing news of Tears of the Kingdom running at like 15 frames per second and people are like, no, it should still win Game of the Year. That's how you know you might want to steer clear if you're more used to 4K 60, you know, you're shooting for anything like that. I think this is where we're gonna have the boss fight. Like, this thing will activate. That's my guess. Later, man. Gotta go. We'll watch later. God bless. Thanks for dropping by, Marty. Whoa. Okay. clearly we have a few of these goo monsters to deal with. Looks like that's going to be the case with all of these divine beasts. I'm going to try to get a little bit of draft and try to grab onto that. Who knows, maybe I'll get some arrows. Ancient core. This crystal was made using lost technology. At one time, it was the power source for ancient machines. This item is very valuable to researchers. I wonder if, like, the elephant had to move its trunk around, if here I'm going to, like, adjust this guy's wings. Might want to save that. Damn you. Remember the PS Vita? There was basically no game for it. Yeah, poor guys. I really thought that that last version, they had like a small one that had a like a 30 gig hard drive, which actually seemed like a pretty good idea at the time, to be real with you. Sheikah Slate authenticated distilling, but yeah, those ones couldn't play the discs. The PSP and the PS Vita, they may as well have called it the PSP 2, really, if you think about it. My only experience with the Vita, I played a little bit of the Uncharted for the Vita at the kiosk at Target. My Target got kind of renovated just, you know, a month ago, and I think they took out all of the gaming kiosk stuff. So the days of the kids going to the electronics area to play games, you know, fond memories of that. Kids today have no idea. Divine Beast controls have been enabled. So what are we doing with this guy? Do a barrel roll. Flip everything upside down.
Look closely at your map of the Divine Beast. The terminals that will activate Medoh are marked by those glowing points. You'll need to activate all of the terminals.
You can tell it's still freezing cold in here, so it's a good thing I bought the armor. You'll need to activate all the terminals. Shit, I thought I just saw something jump through that window at me. You know what? All that black, maybe it's a blood moon outside. That's indicating that. Yeah, Microsoft watched the PS Vita go down in flames and then decided, you know what? Let's go halvesies with somebody. Yeah, that'll please the group. Now, there isn't really a market for the Xbox handheld. I don't know what kind of crack they're smoking over there. It's just what is it? An Ally branded Xbox for the sake of it. All right, possible area to climb up. What really pisses me off was ports of the last gen games that run worse. Vita was more powerful. Are you saying that the ports didn't run well on it, or that it actually ran things better than... Okay, oh. You maybe need to clarify that, Raw Potato. And Raw Potato, are you kind of like Synth Potato? I see this guy Synth Potato on X. I want to call it Twitter still. And he does gaming news stuff. Okay, so this stuff's regenerating here. I need to handle an eyeball. These guys are coming out of something. What's the spawn point here? All that's doing is breaking my weapon. Maybe I just beat that spawn point to death. That's for you. What am I doing wrong? Maybe I'll see him on the outside. Maybe on the outside there's an eyeball. Go away, please. Whoa. Not what I wanted. Well, let's explore. Again, very glad I went with the prevention here. We need kiosks. There we go. That eye was probably keeping that thing alive, spitting things out at me. You only get one shot to glow, the rest of the lifetime. Lose yourself the moment, the music, you never know how to go. Alright, took care of that crap. Obviously this will help me go up. Maybe kiosk that way? What would be the point of this spot out here? Almost feel like that's a zip line to that sort of point move right there. That could be really saucy. This is gonna be a spicy move here, guys. No, I don't think he's doing it. Kind of above a couple of these. Why would I go up? Maybe I can drift down here and do a bit of a roll, tactical roll action here to get inside. Did I miss it? Here we go, here we go, here we go. Yes! Oh, nice move, Link. Yes. Link. Clip that. It'd be nice if you could simply say clip that and then the AI like made the clip, right? That would be great. Sheikah Slate authenticated. There are 4 terminals remaining. 4 remaining. And I get out of here how? Let's look at our map. Oh, they're almost in a row. Okay, let's work some wings, shall we? I don't know what that's gonna do. It might throw me out. Whoa, watch it. On the PS2 Vita, on the PS Vita, there were a bunch of PS2 that were not optimized at all, but that would mean that the device listens to you all the time. Yeah, some people would have a huge problem with that. But you know, while you're doing the stream, maybe you have the permissions on while streaming, do this. I'm just saying, I think it could be a cool feature. Right, there might be a puzzle here involving this shadow coming in. By tilting, we've done something with the ground. I haven't actually gone to that room on the left yet. So I think I'm going to just simply jump to that and then move left. Is this stuff sliding? Or is that up to me? Maybe that slides in a way that allows me to make this jump happen. If you tilt this guy the right way. Magnesis is your friend here. Leandra? What am I not seeing here? That doesn't appear to be magnetic. Link, grab it. Whoa. Of course not. Move Vah Medoh to make the other platforms closer. Okay. Will do. I thought that might be what was happening there, that those had kind of like a what would you call it? Like foosball table mechanism about them. Kind of seems like it needs to be the other axis, though. Maybe I'm not seeing what to do here. I've made that jump before and now he doesn't, and that kind of upsets me. I'll move it the other way and then see what I can do. So let's give him the other tilt. Yeah, other way. I like that shadow there. You don't see a lot of like super crazy detailed shadow lighting in the game, but it's kind of nice seeing that light come down. Here we go. So then you stand on it and put it in a different spot, maybe? All right, I don't see what this is accomplishing, but we had it over here. And then I guess I need to make that jump right there, don't I? Maybe it's during the move. That's when you got to make that jump. Okay. All right, I'm piecing. Stop it midway. I see you. Okay, I get you. Stop. No, I think I need to straight jump. We'll climb up here first, but maybe I can just float from here to that other side. I don't think I solved that puzzle the way I was supposed to. Inventory full. Hard to throw down a bow. Gotta open the menu. And throw that thing on the ground. Alright, we got strong bows. I can level this bad boy out. Something's blinking. Shoot me here. Kind of looks. Maybe now we're ready for magnesis. Don't yet see what this does. What would I be doing with this? Alright, well first we'll get this guy out of the way, right? Gonna have to be an ice arrow. Hit the light. I'm glad that did something. Instead of him causing me trouble. Use ice, you get ice back. It's almost like Resident Evil, the newer ones. Hit the light. Okay, here we go. Made a little fan go. This guy. Open the gate. Okay, I think we need to pass that object to the other side. Maybe Link can push that. Oh, hold on. Got a few tricks. It says you're spiked, Moblin Cub. It's more like I spiked it into the wall. Sheikah Slate authenticated. 3 terminals remaining.
Keep going.
Can we beat this and the boss in under 3 hours? There is something behind me over here. I didn't need to do that, but... Gonna need to find a way to open that gate. And you know what? I wonder if going outside is the trick. Link, hang tight. I don't think the game wanted me to be here. Oh, please just put him back somewhere. Is that worth another shot? Going out there before having any kind of gondola activated. There might have been something on the other side, like an eyeball. Tilt. Oh, slam that towards that way, maybe. Oh, you know what? I probably could have tilted that thing into the thing instead of using the stasis. It's probably the way the game wanted this to work. I was hoping to go crashing through. Oh boy. It's worth another shot. It's worth another shot. Oh, why isn't he gliding? I forgot that the way the time freezes, you kind of have to reinitiate the glide to kick him out of that. But I think I've got that. All right, we're in. And then I could swing that across if needed. Crazy. Oh man, that's kind of wild how you have to do that. Unless I did it totally wrong and got it to work anyway. Cause like I climbed up the church that you, and somebody said, you know, there's a ladder, like. Hang on to your butts. What movie, guys? No, hold on to your butts. Hunker down, Link. Nobody died. Oh. Missed this spot. Okay, so we've got two more. Hey, if it works, it works, right, Leandra? Now that's one I've gotten to, which means I think we have some in the interior midsection. should be able to hop over that way. In fact, drop down. That could work. Yeah, we're in. All right, good. I can't believe that guy said, hey, just eat a meal that will let you walk around in the cold. Like, that was a real viable option. Not nearly, if this is this game's version of a dungeon, it's not nearly as full of enemies. Like, there's not nearly as many encounters, but there are the puzzles. That's not a criticism, by the way. I don't think I can do that just yet. I'm gonna have to tilt. Actually, that probably doesn't do much. Made it work. If it works, it works, right?
Just one terminal remaining.
Let's do this, eagle guy. Creates a draft. I don't think we need to jump out there, but maybe we do. Probably be easier to tilt a different way, right? Kick it. Can I kick it? Yes, I can. Oh. We're gearing up for some serious boss battling, ass kicking. All right. This could be a little rough. I didn't jump super great there, but yeah, unfortunate. It's above me. There is a lower section that way. How am I not seeing where this goes? I'm gonna give it another tilt. Is that an open window on the right? It is. Okay. That farthest window there is open, so I could shoot for that. Maybe the draft will get in there, baby. Yes. Awesome. Liking this this dungeon. All right, we're ready for a boss encounter now. Sheikah Slate authenticated.
That's the last terminal. Now you just need to start the main control unit. I want you to take a good look at your map. There should be a new glowing point on there.
I think it's up at the top.
Flap to it.
Well, if all these doors open for me, that looks explodable. I think we've got a little bit of a puzzle here. I don't know why I did that. We let this guy out. Maybe we need to close the window first. See if this will do. Yep, dead center top up there. I think that wind is going to cause a problem. Maybe I can't, maybe it's heavy enough that's not going to affect it. We're solving puzzles, and we're not freezing. All that did was open the door. That's all we got out of that. Okay, Link could... We'll just level off here. Is Link equipped? I think so. It does say really cold still, so I can't go to my leveled up armor. Anything with a defense up. +5. Full recover +5. Thought I had something that did a defense move. 220 for attacking. Stealth. Mid defense boost. This could be pretty nice. Might need to think about full recovery stuff here first. All right, buddy, let's go. I don't have shit for arrows. Can't go wrong with hearty food. And if something does happen to me, I've got my revive from the elephant fish girl. Wind Blight Ganon.
Good luck. That thing is one of Ganon's own, and it plays dirty. It defeated me 100 years ago, but only because I was winging it.
So these things have all killed the former champions. Give me some pointers.
Watch yourself.
Well, he did say watch yourself. Lost sight of it. Okay. Doing some damage. Honestly, I'm not taking that many hits there. It's not that bad. If I could get him down, oh shoot. Okay, time for that defense up.
Keep your head in the game.
This is only his first phase, right? So let's mix it up a little bit. Come on. I think the bombs are doing more. Damn, I'm wasting them. Phase 1 down. I'm looking pretty good here. I'm feeling good about this.
Watch your blind spot.
Shit. Okay, we've got... You know what? I've got this bad boy right here. That's supposed to be massive, massive damage. Where is he? Go in and get him. Shit. Hey, it won't kill me. Only use that in bullet time. At least I got it. At least I hit him. Oh, you found me. Hey, it's the guy with the seed. I messed up a little bit. But oh, you know what? I didn't even realize we had access to this. How come he's not doing bullet time? What am I missing here? Because I didn't have an arrow. Am I getting him? Oh shit.
Careful!
Where'd you go? Where'd you go, bitch? Oh no, he's disappearing. Alright, your ass is mine. First try. First try. Noob has taken you to the hizzy. Bomb arrows, thank you very much. I probably actually could have used a better bow. I probably had a better bow I wasn't using. Boom, 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 boom. Yes. Smash the like button, guys. Actually, the stream's gonna be wrapping up here soon. We'll talk to Teba here, I'm sure. It's gonna give me some lecture. Everybody's gonna be like, yay, you saved us. Ah, yep. Most epic last words. You ass is mine. That looks like 4 scrotums, but we got an extra heart. All right, so let's settle down here with everybody. Heart container. Where's he keeping this giant thing, right? Your life force is strengthened, increasing your maximum number of hearts by 1. Honestly, I probably made that fight look harder than it was. Once you activate the main control unit, you will not be able to re-enter. Is there anything else? Anything I'm missing here? I think I got like everything I could get. Let's head back to the village. Oh, shoot. Back to the village. I'm hitting the button at the wrong time here. I'm expecting it to bring up another window and then those things slide in. Whew, whew. Link has done it.
Well,
Thank you very much.
you defeated him, eh?
This guy actually struggled.
Who would have thought?
Rivali, Rito champion, former. Secondary mission complete, like the stream.
Well done. I suppose I should thank you now that my spirit is free. This returns Meadow back to its rightful owner.
Meadow.
Don't preen yourself just for
I've been
doing
saying
your job.
Meadow.
I do suppose you've proven your value as a warrior. A warrior worthy of my unique ability. The sacred skill that I have dubbed Rivali's Gale.
Oh, that's right. These champions give you abilities. Fish Girl with the Elephant brought me back to life right at the end of that fight.
It's now time to move on and start making preparations for Meadow's strike on Ganon. but only if you think you'll still need my help while you're fighting inside Hyrule Castle. Feel free to thank me now.
So what did his ability do? I guess we'll find out in a sec.
Or, never mind, just go.
Oh, never mind. Don't thank me. Just leave,
Your
he says.
job is far from finished, you know. The princess has been waiting an awful long time.
One of the best powers? I think we'll see in a sec here. It's awesome for exploration. Oh, I'm figuring out why it seems my mouth is out of sync with my audio talking. I think it's because, despite this being a pretty expensive camera, the webcam mode only does 720p 30. And I think that may be the reason. And there doesn't seem to be a way around that. There's some way to like hack into the firmware, I don't know. Very neat. Look at that bad boy. Is he gonna have a beam fixated on the castle like the elephant? Yep, we're all going Bahamut Zero over here. Let me guess. Medoh.
You'll have a precise
Medoh.
cannon from this vantage point. And when the time is right,
Oh,
give him everything.
with the 4 points together, it's going to get rid of that like blight around
Now
the
we wait for that
castle.
perfect moment. Meadow, we've been artfully patient for the last 100 years. I doubt you'll suffer a feather over a few more moments. After all these years, I simply must admit the truth. Even without the power of flight, Link made his way to this divine beast and accomplished something that even I could not.
Ah,
Yes, I
you
was
lost
wrong
that
about
fight and you're
how
jealous.
lucky he would be. I hope that luck holds out, Link, for everyone's sake.
So, Ben, who dropped by earlier, requested that next stream I go and try to fulfill the memories. So we'll be doing that. And then I guess Friday, we're going to go at this each day of the week here. Stream starts at 7:30 p.m. Central. Rivali's Gale, blusterous power born from the spirit of the champion Rivali, creates an updraft that carries you into the sky. Activate by charging jump with X. Okay. Oh, hold it. Charge. Whoa. That is nice. All right, let's talk to this guy's woman. I think... Is this her? Dolly, hello. I heard the divine... That guy's come back to town, right? Song? Oh, okay, come on. We're doing some kind of song here. The Wings of Freedom. The pride of the Rito, pillar in the sky. Its heart lights up when the sun is high. There's more to the song. Yeah, okay. You should ask my sister. Okay, so let's ask that gal. There was a guy who was like on his exodus over here because I think it's he was at the top. And then we'll wrap up the stream. Oh, here we are. We're back home, right, Tieba? I really owe you for what you did. Are you hurt? I'm fine. I got shot like Forrest Gump. But thanks to my wife, I've recovered to the point where I can stand. Actually, my wife told me something about you. She says you're a descendant of the champion. I kinda lied to her. Go on. There's nothing to hide. Your bowmanship, the way you move through the air, there's no doubt about it. You have the blood of a champion. What? You look like you've got something to say. Well, actually, take a right on the main path. Don't tell me. You're the Hylian champion. Well, yeah, I'm not going to tell you. Ha ha ha. Description button looks nice. I think I'm going to press it. Face green smiling. Everyone knows that all of the champions were wiped out by the Calamity Ganon 100 years ago. And even if they survived that, they'd be the old geezers with canes. I let the elder know about what happened with the divine beast Vah Medoh. Vah Medoh. But you should probably go talk to him. You have done it. You have survived at that. You conquered the divine beast Vah Medoh. I'm Spanish, but I can't understand. But I can understand you. Thanks for your amazing pronunciation. Okay, I'm trying. To think the beast has taken up roost at the top of the village. It looks simply divine. If the legends are true, a light from the divine beast will ravage the calamity. For now, divine beast Vah Medoh I've been saying it wrong, will become the protector of this village and live on in this legend alongside you. Oh yes, of course, I must reward you properly. Feel free to take what you find in that treasure chest. You will get more use of it than I. What you did was miraculous, though I should expect nothing less of one from the bloodline of the champion. While you are almost the equal of the very Hylian champion who fought the Rivali 100 years ago. Take a right on the main path. That's what I'm curious what you're asking about there. All you lack is the sword that seals the darkness. They say the Hylian champion wielded the sword that seals the darkness that now sleeps deep within the forest. Divine beast completed. Great bow. What? Does it shoot 3 times? A bow without equal. Wielded by Rito champion Rivali. It said Rivali could loose arrows with the speed of a gale, making him... Why does it say the ×3? That's the confusing part. Alright, well, we'll put away one of these. You go bye-bye. Kablam! Unfortunately, it will break. Okay, go... Take a right on the main path. The main path down? Or go up? Not relevant now. Delay causes issues. Okay, no matter. It shoots 3 at once. That's cool. Well, where did you go? I don't remember what this person's whole thing was. But I think we've just accomplished a stream here. So next up, we're going to look through the album. Next stream, we're going to discover some more of these memories. It has increased range. Nice. It only takes up 1 arrow and it shoots 3. But it's going to break. I need to save it for a boss, right? Yeah, we're going to look for those memories. And then I think the Gorons guy, maybe where's the Gorons? Wait. Main quest. I might do a few things in the between stream to kind of prep, a few of the shrines, busy work in a sense, but you can rebuild it. I thought the stuff broke and was done. I didn't know you could repair anything. So I was throwing stuff away. All right, Leandra, I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, we're just gonna go through this photo album next time. Then we're gonna Friday night we're gonna go after this beast, and then I think we have one in this corner for Saturday. Sunday night, Ganon. That's the plan. So thank you guys very much for joining me tonight. Got that whole thing done in almost half the time it took me to do the first one. It took forever to get to the guy. Then we had to fight him. Then I came back the next night and was inside and wasn't powered up. This guy took care of business. Yes. So we end the streams the way we always end them around here, with a public service announcement. If you made it this far, wait until marriage. Counseling. Can be rebuilt with a sparrow bow, some flint, and 1 to 3 diamonds. Ooh, diamonds. Gonna keep that in mind. Bye.